Good morning, children. I hope all of you are safe in your home. We are going to study social studies. Today, we will study a new lesson. Okay. Now, look at this picture. Here, you can see different vehicles. Can you say what is common in all these vehicles? See, all these vehicles have wheels. Can we move a vehicle without wheel? No. So the wheels helps a vehicle to move from one place to another. So today we will study about the story behind the invention of wheel. So the name of our lesson is the wheel. In your previous class, you studied that fire was discovered during Old Stone Age. You know, the wheel was invented by human beings during New Stone Age. Okay, the wheel was invented by human beings during New Stone Age. And the fire is said to be a greatest discovery of human beings. Even today, fire is very important in our daily activities. Like that, the wheel is said to be the greatest inventions of human beings. Okay, lots of inventions have been made by human beings in different times, but the invention of wheel is said to be the greatest invention which the human beings have ever made. So, the wheel is said to be the greatest invention of human beings. So, in which period the wheel was invented? The wheel was invented during the New Stone Age, and it is said to be the greatest invention of the human beings. Now let's learn how the wheel was invented by early men. It is possible that the human beings may have noted the logs of wood rolling down the slopes. Okay, it is said that it is possible that the early men may have noted the logs of wood rolling down the slopes. The logs of wood rolling down the slopes. And this gave him the idea to place the logs of wood beneath heavy loads so that he could move the loads easily. Okay, it is said that the early men noticed logs of wood rolling down the slopes. By watching that, it is said that he may have got the idea to place logs of wood beneath heavy loads so that he could move it easily. Here, look at this picture. Here we can see a heavy load is moving by man, and beneath it they have placed logs of wood. Okay, so when he noticed that the logs of wood can roll down, it gave them the idea that if they place heavy loads on it, they can move it easily. Okay. Then as time passed, they put several logs together and made a frame of wood like this. Okay, as time passed, they put several logs together and made a frame of wood. And they used to place their loads above the wooden frame. See, this wooden frame is known as sledge. Sledge. You know, the sledge was the first vehicle made by human beings. Okay? The sledge was the first vehicle made by human beings. What was a sledge? A sledge was a frame of wood which was used by the human beings to take their loads. And this sledge was the first vehicle invented by human beings. It was pulled by dogs. Okay, the sledge was pulled by dogs. Which was the first vehicle invented by human beings? Sledge. What is a sledge? Sledge is a large frame of wood. They used to place the early human beings, they used to place their heavy object on this sledge, and they used to pull it by using dogs. Okay. Which was the first vehicle invented by human beings? Sledge. Now, as time passed, they placed the sledge and the loads of wood together. Okay. They combined the loads of wood and the sledge together. Okay, they combined the logs of wood and sledge together to move heavy objects. Then after some time, they have cut round discs from the trunks of the tree and connected it by using a long rod called axle. So, after the invention of sledge, they combined the logs of wood and sledge together. They used to move heavy loads on the sledge by using logs of wood. As time passed, they have cut out round discs from the wooden logs of wood. Okay, they have cut out round discs from the logs of wood. Then, after cutting out the round discs from the logs of wood, they have connected it together by using a long rod called the axle. Okay, here you can see the axle. The axle is a long rod which connects the centers of two round discs. Okay, axle is a long rod which connects the centers of the round discs. And with the invention of the axle, it became easier for the wheels or the round disc to move easily. Okay. Then after the invention of the axle, the human beings understood that they can move their cart easily, or they can move their loads more easily by using the wheels than by using the rollers. Okay, so at first the loads were moved by using the logs of wood. Now they have cut round discs from that, and they connected the discs by using the axle, and by connecting the axle in the wheels or in the round disc, they have understood that they can move the loads more easily by using the round disc than by using the rollers. Okay. Thus, I told you that first the loads were moved by placing logs of wood beneath the heavy loads. Now they have invented the wheel, or they have cutted the round disc from the tree trunks. They connected it to their sledge, and now as it is connected with the axle, the disc could move or rotate freely. Now they have understood that by using the wheels, they can easily move their loads than by using the rollers. And this was how the first cart was invented. Once again, let's study how the wheel was invented. Here look, in the first stage, the heavy load was placed under the logs of wood. Then they put several logs together and made sledge, and the load was placed on the sledge. Now they combined the sledge and the the sledge and the roller. Now they have cut out round disc from the logs of wood, and their cart, the vehicle was placed on top of the wheel. The wheel was connected by axle, and now finally they invented the cart. Okay, this was how the wheel was invented, and the invention of wheel led to the beginning of, or the emergence of, a simple cart. Here you can see the picture of first cart made by human beings, and as time passed, it improved again. Now, during the period of the invention of wheel, the human beings invented metals also. Metals. And the first metal invented by human beings were copper. Okay. So the metal was first invented during the New Stone Age. That is, the use of metal starts from the New Stone Age onwards, and when they invented the metal, they have found that metal is very hard. Do you know what are metals? Metals are the minerals which we get from the rocks. Okay. Iron, silver, gold, etc. are metals. The first metal invented by men were copper. When they found that the copper is very strong, they made wheels from copper also. Metal wheels also were invented by men at that time. Okay. Then as time passed, the wheel was used for making pots. It was used in pottery. The potter's wheel were used to make loads of clay pots. So the wheel which is used to make clay pot is known as potter's wheel. So this was also one of the important invention. It helped men in many ways. Then by using the potter's wheel, they were able to make loads of clay pots. So it was the invention of wheel which helped man to invent the potter's wheel also. Now after some time, man began to use wheel in different machines also. Okay. It may be because that the invention of wheel is said to be on the greatest invention of human beings. Then the wheel was used in machines also. The two machines in which the wheel was used were, one is windmill and another one spinning jenny. Okay, these were the two machines in which the wheel is used. So let's revise again what we have studied in this lesson. That the wheel was invented during the New Stone Age. The wheel was invented during the New Stone Age. Do you remember when was the fire discovered? Fire was discovered? It was in the Old Stone Age. Wheel was discovered during the New Stone Age. Then which was the first vehicle of human beings? The sledge was the first vehicle of human beings. Then we studied about axle. What was an axle? The long rod which connects the centers of two round discs are known as axle. The axle helped the wheel to rotate easily. Then we studied about the first metal invented by man. Which was the first metal invented by man? It was copper. Copper was the first metal invented by human beings. Then, potter's wheel was used to make clay pots. The invention of potter's wheel helped to make clay pots. Then we studied about the two machines in which the wheel was used. Which were they? They were the windmill and the spinning jenny. Wheels were used in various machines such as the windmill and the spinning jenny. So you should remember that the invention of wheel was the greatest invention the human beings have ever made, and the wheel was invented during the New Stone Age. The first vehicle of human beings were sledge. Then the first metal invented by human beings were copper. The two machines in which the wheel is used are the windmill and the spinning jenny. Okay. So that's all in this lesson. Thank you.